The icy winds of Guldhøpiggen faded into the rear view as the rolling den roared its way down serpentine roads, cutting through glacial valleys and ancient rock formations. 1,300 kilometers stretched ahead, a 3-day odyssey toward Lofoten, where the mountains plunge into the sea with dramatic flair. Emma's cheerful whistling harmonized with the engine's steady grumble, promising adventure and questionable decisions. I sat in the passenger seat, sharp green eyes locked on the ever-changing road, already exhausted by optimism. Chapter 2, Memories in Motion. The long highway sliced through misty fjords and forests so quiet, even the wind seemed to hold its breath. Emma tapped the steering wheel to a static-filled tune, her gaze distant. You know, I wasn't even looking for a cat. Her voice softened, though her grip on the wheel stayed steady. I twitched an ear, pretending not to care. When I saw you at the shelter, you looked like you were ready to sue the universe. I blinked slowly. Accurate. They said you were difficult, not good with people. She smirked. But you were real, no pretending, just you. Grumpy, scrappy, alive. Her fingers tightened slightly on the wheel. I needed something real back then. I flicked my tail thoughtfully. Humans rarely see clearly, but Emma had seen me. The real me. Chapter 3, Speed Bumps and Catastrophes. The rolling hills soon gave way to empty, endless plains, where even the trees looked tired of standing still. The radio crackled with static-laced tunes, filling the cab with awkward melody. Without warning, the rolling den lurched upward, hitting a speed bump bigger than Elon Musk's ego. I was airborne. So was the litterbox. Its entire contents exploded with tragic enthusiasm, scattering across the interior like confetti at a very unfortunate party. Emma slammed the brakes, her face twisting in shocked disbelief before she burst into uncontrollable laughter. From the roadside, an elk lazily chewing grass glanced up, watching the chaos unfold with unimpressed indifference before returning to its meal, like a seasoned observer of tourist disasters. I landed with a thud, fur bristling with outrage. You're officially banned from driving. Emma howled with laughter, wiping tears from her eyes, completely unfazed by the disaster zone she'd accidentally unleashed. I, silent, seething, and already plotting vengeance, remained painfully aware of who'd be cleaning this mess. Chapter 4, Long Days, No Nights. By the second day, reality started slipping. The sun refused to set, hanging stubbornly in the sky like an intern afraid to leave work. I squinted at the endless daylight, tail twitching. Is the sun broken? Why isn't anyone fixing this? Emma grinned. Welcome to Norwegian summer, Fluffy. No night, just more day. She stretched, looking absurdly pleased. Humans weren't meant for this much awareness, I grumbled, mentally composing a complaint letter to the sun. Chapter 5, Unspoken Histories. The long road wound through pine-lined valleys, crystal-clear streams, and silent fjords. Emma spoke softly, as though telling the mountains a secret. Before you, it was just me and him. Her voice dropped, quiet and steady as a heartbeat. He hated animals, said they were too much work, but I think he hated how free they were. Her eyes stayed on the road, but her mind wandered somewhere darker. He hated everything he couldn't control. My claws flexed against the seat, imagining his well-deserved fate. But you were untamable. You didn't ask for permission. I watched her in thoughtful silence, offering quiet understanding. Chapter 6, The Edge of the World. By the third day, Lofoten rose from the sea like nature's dramatic mic drop. Jagged cliffs carved by ancient glaciers plunged into stormy waters, framed by endless skies that seemed to stretch forever. Emma parked the rolling den on a windswept ridge, her gaze locked on the infinite horizon. I never thought we'd get this far. I sat beside her, silent but present, ears tilting toward the distant waves. The wind howled, whispering secrets we'd never understand. Chapter 7, The Road Ahead. Later that evening, Emma traced imaginary routes across the dashboard map. After Lofoten, I think we'll drive up to Nordkapp, see the end of the world. Her finger trailed south, skimming over Sweden and across the Baltic Sea. Maybe Germany, France, or somewhere warmer. Her eyes gleamed with reckless possibility. I stretched out, watching her dream of places yet unseen. The past might have shaped us, but it didn't define where we were going.